I'm Tiana S with Kids First, and I'm here to share with you the interview that my teammate Ashleigh did with the director and three cast members from the film Chupa, which releases April 7th on Netflix. Take it away, Ashleigh.
Hi, Hanas. It's so nice to meet you, and congratulations on directing this film. It was so amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you liked it.
And so obviously Chupa is a film about the modern legendary creature known as the chupacabra. What really inspired you to make a film about this creature?
Well, I have two kids, and honestly, a lot of doing Chupa was I really wanted to make a movie for them. I, watched so many movies with them, and a lot of those are movies that I grew up with, like E.T. and Gremlins and Jurassic Park. And I became very excited about the idea of doing a movie for them, but that it would also show the context that I grew up in. I grew up in Mexico in the 90s, and that's when, as a kid, the chupacabra started in the 90s, and as a kid, I kept hearing about people seeing the chupacabras in Mexico. So I was secretly very excited that there was a magical creature outside of my house. So I think I was really excited about being able to create a movie that showed that excitement about a kid meeting with a magical creature.
It's really interesting. And with your prior knowledge of, honestly, the rumors about the chupacabra when you were younger, what also additional research did you have to do about the chupacabra?
Well, when we designed the creature, I did research about all the different sightings, because since it's a magical creature, each person that sees it described it a little bit differently. So in that sense, when building Chupa, I kind of grabbed onto the things that I thought were most magical. Like, to me, it was very magical that a lot of the sightings, they talked about it being like a dog, but with wings, because I thought that would be very magical. But also, in designing the creature, I really wanted Chupa to be something that would really relate really well with a kid, like with Alex, like that Alex would really connect with. So, even on set, we ended up having a dog act for Chupa, and then we raised the dog and we put a Chupa because I really wanted Alex to have an animal to connect with. I think it's really fun to see how much fun kids have with animals.
Yes, and speaking of Alex, played by Evan Whitten, we just talked about the dog, and what Christian said that was interesting was usually these creatures are played by tennis balls, and you don't really get that interaction. So Evan did note that the dog was a very great addition, and he did feel that emotional connection that honestly the audience feels as well, which is so greatly executed. And so my next question for you is, can you really speak to the importance of diversity in the film industry, not only in front of, but also behind the camera, and how that influenced the making of Chupa?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think what I was most excited about with Chupa is, as I said, I grew up watching E.T. And as a kid, movies like E.T. or Gremlins were really fun because I got to see kids interacting with magical creatures. And, I really, as a kid, you want to believe in magic. But the only thing that I missed in those movies was that they never showed my reality. I grew up in Mexico. Those movies happen in the US. They didn't happen to kids like me. And I really wanted to make a movie that was like those movies, like big and magical, but that showed a different context. And I think in that sense, it's really important to open stories to different voices, because then you get to show many different realities.
Absolutely. And what was your favorite aspect of directing Chupa, and why?
Well, I think working with kids, kids are so magical. They have so much imagination that when it comes to acting, it just is not truly acting. It's just and the kids I got, Alex's, and they're all amazing actors, but they are even better than actors because acting is an act of imagination. And, kids have so much imagination, and it was so magical to get to see that on set.
Absolutely. And honestly, again, I felt that magicalness and all of it in this movie. And one thing too I wanted to ask as well is, what was the biggest challenge for you in directing this film?
I mean, without spoiling the movie, there's a scene at the end that it's where the characters get in a very risky situation. And we really wanted to film that scene in a very realistic way. So, you know, it was really complicated to do that scene, but make sure that the kids were safe at all times. So I think that was of filming. Besides that, everything was really fun because, you know, we were just having fun with the kids and the dogs and all the actors. But that scene was more tricky because we had to take a lot of precautions to make sure everyone was safe.
Absolutely. And my last question for you is, what do you hope audiences take away from watching Chupa?
I think it's a movie about the importance of family and how, you know, like family will always be there for you. So I think audiences should feel proud, like, and also kids that come from different contexts should learn from Alex's journey to feel proud about where they come from. And also, I just really hope that kids fall in love with Chupa. He's a very adorable creature. So I really hope that he connects with kids.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Jonas.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, welcome to the show. Well, congratulations on this film. The first question I want to pose to you guys is, first off, let's start by giving props to Chupa. Chupa is such an adorable creature in this film. Yeah. But I honestly want you guys to be super real with me for a second, okay? Do you guys think that your reaction to Chupa on screen would be the same if you encountered the creature in person? Mr. Slater, let's start with you.
Wow.
I mean,
yeah.
you wouldn't be as evil with him.
No, I wasn't evil. I was gentle with him.
Yes, you were gentle, but
God.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah, the last lady said how gentle I was.
Don't be sorry, he's evil.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm evil. I would probably run very far away. Yeah, there would be no. I wouldn't continue the pursuit. You know,
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, okay, you're real,
Yeah.
and I would back away slowly.
I
I think
mean,
that's what I would do.
if he was like exactly how he is in the movie and not fully grown, I would just
yeah.
at first I'd probably think he's like a weird kind of cat or dog, but then
Right.
I'd realize like, this is a chupacabra, and I'd like take care of it, and just like, I'd probably have to hide it away from the government, because then they'll put him in like a zoo and like, you know, keep him safe because he's an endangered species.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'll just
I mean, they're
like,
cute when they're little.
yeah, and I do a lot of research.
When they're big, it's a whole different story. I mean, I don't know.
You can't hide him.
Yeah, that's true.
You'd have to put him in your like garage and pretend he's a car.
Correct, exactly.
Chupacabra.
The Chupa car.
Chupacabra. I like it.
That's great.
Well, I love that. So, Evan, your vocal performance in this film was so impressive. I almost cried in that scene. So, with that said, too, you're not the only talented person in this group, Mr. Slater, with your experience playing the guitar and singing in various bands, and Mr. Bichir, with your skills also playing the guitar. If you guys were to form a band together, what would you guys be called?
The Chupas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you think? Yeah.
yeah, I think we'd be called
The Chupas?
the Chupacabras.
The Chupacabras.
Yeah,
It will be called,
we'd,
yeah.
like, we'd
Yeah.
like dress up.
Even on
and,
the
like,
Chupas.
Yeah, I'd be the one with the wings.
Of course you would.
Exactly.
Yes.
Our costume will be wings.
That'd
Yeah.
be so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like
goodness.
Elton John.
Yeah.
We would do all kinds of songs.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
My history with bands and I use all that experience.
And then Chupa the musical.
Oh,
yeah, we'll go to
yeah.
Broadway.
Get ready. Chupa on ice skates.
Yeah,
We could do that too,
that
right?
works.
That's
I
true.
mean, there's all different kinds
Yeah.
of things we could do. I'm very excited.
Great idea, Ashleigh. Thank you.
That would be awesome. And also, what did you guys know about the Chupacabra before filming? Evan, do you want to start off?
Yeah, I actually, my grandparents actually, like, kind of told me about, like, those legends, and, you know, of course I was taught to, like, you know, that they were scary, and they, like, you know, suck goat's blood. They're basically, like, vampires, and it's just, but I was never really scared. I was just kind of, like, fascinated, like, whoa. And so, but now I have a totally different view on the chupacabras. Like, I mean, yeah, now I think they're cute. They're like they're
Sweet
cute
little
kids.
cuddly guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was interesting, you
Yeah,
know,
that's true.
to take that kind of legend, that kind of myth, and sort of, you know, flip it on its head a little bit and make a story that's all about, you know, family and connection and love. I thought that was a really wonderful job that Jonas did with the script and also with the directing. I mean, he created such a wonderful atmosphere, I think, for all of us on the set that we couldn't help but bring as much of our hearts to this project as possible.
Thank you so much for that. And also, Mr. Bichir, we can start with you on this question. What was a fun moment that you can share with us that happened either on or off set?
I remember there's a scene where we had to escape from that guy over there.
Hello.
So we run in and trying to get into the car, and I tripped on one of the chickens.
Oh.
And at some point it was like a soccer ball. You know, the poor chicken was like going all over the place because I kicked her.
Yeah.
I almost fell.
Gently. It was a gentle,
very gentle.
It was a gentle kick.
Yeah.
No
And
animals
she-
were harmed.
No. She was in one piece after that.
Yes.
She was as strong as ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was
It's a tasty chicken.
I was in danger.
What?
No, Harry.
That's
Oh, that's
That was a
great.
tough scene to shoot.
It was.
It's hard to work on a farm because there are
And I
a
did it
lot
all.
of, you
Yeah, I
know,
did my own
Chickens
stunts.
everywhere.
getting the goats to stand
was a
exactly where
turkey.
you wanted the goats to stand. Remember? I mean, they wouldn't hit the marks, and so yeah, animals and cows and chickens. We were inundated.
That's amazing, Evan. That's so cool. And also, with the challenges of this film, I imagine there were a lot. How did you guys navigate those challenges of working on a film that, you know, has heavy special effects and CGI? Mr. Slater, would you like to start?
Well, you know, I had to do a little bit of interaction, of course, with the Chupa. But you know, Evan, of course, can tell you more about that because he really had to do most of the heavy lifting with the Chupa. But yeah, you got the great stories about you know, who stood in for Chupa,
Oh yeah.
which
Well,
was pretty cool.
yeah. The thing is, fun fact: Chupa is actually like they used a dog for the CGI.
Cutest
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah, her name
Right?
was
Cutest
her
dog
name was
ever.
Harper,
Oh.
and so well trained is like working with a co-star. He's just like another actor.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really
It
cool.
was like our team mascot. You know,
Yeah.
Harper
Yeah.
became sort of the
Yeah.
heart and soul of the set. You know, we always felt better whenever Harper was around. And yeah, as far as like the interaction between the you know, us and the dog, felt very, very genuine. And it was so nice because usually you make these kinds of movies and you're acting with a tennis ball or something like that.
Yeah.
And so it was really nice to have something alive and physical that we could hold and genuinely interact with.
If you guys were to ever take a souvenir off of set, what would it be and why?
Oh, I think I know this one. So Alex, of course, had a Game Boy, and that's all I would play on. And they actually had games on there.
Oh
they
my
had.
goodness.
I played Dr. Mario. I played like little Looney Tunes games.
Wow, it had the little cartridges
Yeah,
too?
yeah, you just put it in there.
Wow.
And yeah, and they had like 50 of them in case one broke.
Wow.
So yeah, I would definitely take that
Yeah.
as a souvenir.
I took my hat. I kept my hat.
Oh, good for you.
I like that hat. I mean, I went out, I picked that hat, you know, I was like,
done.
this is a good hat. I like it. I'm keeping that.
I'm still planning to steal my mask.
Oh, his mask.
I'm
of course.
planning a big,
You're
you know,
planning it.
yeah, I'm going back to get that mask and that cape.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And congratulations on this film.
Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it for today's interview. Thank you to Jonas Cuaron, Christian Slater, Demian Bichir, and Evan Whitten for speaking with us about Chupa and the Kids First reporter Ashleigh for your great interview. Chupa releases on Netflix April 7th, so make sure to look for it. Again, I'm Tiana S with Kids First. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the latest news on entertainment for kids and families. Again, I'm Tiana S. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.